Hi, FlossTube.
Hello, FlossTube.
I'm Pam.
And I'm Stephanie.
And this is Just Keep Stitching, episode 218.
Please 8. 9 plus 9 plus 200 is 218. I'm tired.
There you go. Welcome back, everybody.
Math.
Yeah. Glad to see everybody. Although we can't see you.
Nope. Not a two-way mirror.
But here we are. We're back.
Yes.
Sorry we're late. Sorry, not sorry.
Right.
We had a wonderful retreat in Lee's Summit, Missouri.
Yes.
And so it took a couple days for us to
get it together
and give you a floss tube.
Yes. So here we are with the floss tube. So it'll probably be a little bit longer than you are used to.
Right. And then maybe Sunday when we get back on track, it'll be on the shorter
end. Yeah. It won't bounce out.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, we tried to pick out the highlights and give you a feel for what has been going on.
Yes, all the stuff. Yeah. So we'll do a whole designated segment.
We will.
About the Quilters Station retreat later in the video.
Props to the daughter here. She drove all the way to Kansas City.
Put your hands up.
And all the way home.
I did.
She did all the driving. It was about 9 hours out, 9 hours back. And first we gain an hour and then we lose an hour. It's delightful.
Super fun.
Yeah, it was at Quilters Station, and
the retreat was at the Drury.
The retreat was at the Drury, which was just around the corner.
Yeah, basically.
So we're gonna give you all the highlights of that later in the show, and the other big thing that I guess happened is that t-shirts have started arriving. Stephanie ordered another one. It came today.
Yes.
The other day, actually, before we left for Missouri, I took receipt on some for the twins over in the Netherlands, and we'll ship those to them as soon as they would like me to. And those came.
Barbara got hers today too.
Okay, and so t-shirts are starting to arrive.
Yeah. So when you get them, please take a picture either of the shirt or of you.
Right.
We would prefer, frankly, you in the shirt.
Yeah, we want you in the shirt. If you
put the shirt on, take a selfie, have your husband or your wife or your son or your daughter, your neighbor, your friend, anyone, take a picture of you. Right. And then post the picture and tag us.
Tag us. Tag Custom Ink. They're on Instagram. That would be super cool.
Yeah, that would be very cool.
If they picked up on our fundraiser.
That'd be really cool.
If our receipt of those here at our address is any indication, everything went smooth as silk. Yeah. So
super great.
We've played around with some ideas for maybe February to do another one. Maybe something different.
Not till February, really?
I thought that's what we decided, but if you want to do something sooner, we'll talk. We'll talk about it. Yeah.
So take a picture of you in the shirt, either just wearing the shirt, or watching our videos in the shirt, or stitching with the shirt, or feeding your cats with the shirt. I just want to see you in the shirt.
Any of the above, or anything else,
or any other creative thing you
could think of.
That'd be fun.
But
tag us. Don't forget to tag us.
It seemed like it went very successfully. Yeah. And so that gives us encouragement to work with this company again.
For sure.
That's it.
Anything
else before we...
I have nothing else.
So let's do a hashtag.
Let's do our hashtag. So our hashtag is Stitch Harmony. That is this little thing we cooked up. And it is our attempt at connecting stitchers together. So, if you are someone who lives without a stitching friend close by, and you would love to find out if there is another stitcher that you can meet up with in your area, then please comment on our video using the hashtag Stitch Harmony. Give us your name and where you live, and we will pick one of those comments every week to share with all of you beautiful people.
Absolutely.
In hopes of making connections. So, who is this week's featured Stitch Harmony commenter, Pam?
Well, as it turns out, our featured Stitch Harmony commenter this week is a lovely lady named Marianne Johnson. Hi,
Okay.
Marianne.
Hello, Marianne.
And this is what she wrote. Hashtag Stitch Harmony. I'm in Wonder Lake, Illinois.
That sounds wonderful.
Doesn't it?
Get it?
Which is in northern McHenry County. McHenry County.
McHenry.
I live 10 minutes from the border of Wisconsin.
Look at that.
I would love to find someone to stitch with, talk about stitching with, or someone to go to the closest cross-stitch shop with. All of the above.
All of the above.
As far as I know, the closest place is about an hour away, but I haven't been to it yet. Well, that would be wonderful, of course.
Isn't that wonderful?
So, where...
Oh, yeah. It is literally right on the border.
Right on the line.
Okay, so it is obviously on the Illinois side of the border, but it is basically halfway, like, it looks like the same distance north to Milwaukee and the same distance south to Chicago.
Ah, so that pulls on a lot of groups, I think.
So, you see Milwaukee, you see Chicago, and the red dot is Wonder Lake.
Wonder Lake.
And let me see if I can find actual Wonder Lake.
There it is, the lake itself.
Wonder Lake. There's also a pub and grub and a Banfield Pet Hospital and a BP very close by. So that's just great. It's 6 hours and 47 minutes from our house, so that's exciting time.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
Wonderful.
cool.
Wonderful. Okay, so
how this works
right
is if your ears just perked up because you live in around nearby within driving distance of Wonder Lake, Illinois, and you have room in your stitching group for sweet, sweet Marianne, then please comment on this video and say, hello, Marianne. My name is, insert name here. I live in around nearby within driving distance of Wonder Lake, Illinois, and I would love to stitch with you. And then it is up to you, Miss Marianne, to go through and read through the comments and see if anyone has reached out to you. Comment on their comment, start a conversation, make a connection, do the things. Wonder Lake Stitchers Unite.
Right. So, good luck. I think she'll have some people hit her up, as we say.
Yes, I think so too. And so, a sub-Stitch Harmony announcement.
Right.
So I got a message actually Sunday morning early when we were on our way home from Missouri from a stitching friend of ours, and her name is Lisa. Mm-hmm. And then in conjunction with what Lisa messaged me about, we also got a comment on our latest episode 217, right, from a lovely commenter named Sherry. And they both were talking about the same thing.
Right.
So, okay. So, for those of you that don't know, we live in Cincinnati. That's where this FlossTube channel is based out of. And Cincinnati is located in the southwest tip of Ohio, mm-hmm, and which borders directly with Kentucky and Indiana. So, a lot of people that we know of that stitch are either from Kentucky, Indiana, or Ohio, right? Mm-hmm. So, Lisa is one of those people, as is Sherry. So, neither one of them have FlossTube channels, but they know us, and they wanted us to share this information with our audience, knowing that we do have a lot of Ohio, Kentucky, and Indiana stitchers that watch our videos.
Correct.
So, they wanted us to get the word out about a new shop, mm-hmm, that is located in Greenup, Kentucky. Mm-hmm. The shop is called Bluegrass Blessings.
Isn't that nice?
So sweet.
Bluegrass blessing.
So sweet. And so the owner, her name is Diana. And so the shop not only sells cross stitch, but they also do crochet and knitting. So all that stuff is available there, which is great. They have stitch-ins on Saturdays at the shop, starting at 10 a.m. And the shop is open until 2 p.m.
That's nice. That's a good 4 hours.
Yeah, a good solid 4 hours. So, yes, and so Lisa actually mentioned in her message to me, Sherry.
Yeah.
Okay, so.
Small world.
Yes, so Lisa says, and I won't read this word for word, but I'll explain to you. So it says, last spring, Sherry, who's it's all the same Sherry, from Greenup, Kentucky, had a Stitch Harmony request. Okay. I reached out to her, and she's been stitching at Bluegrass Blessings ever since.
That's great.
Which is lovely. This is like the point of Stitch Harmony, right?
Right.
So Bluegrass Blessings has recently moved to a more accessible location and is now open for business. It's small but growing. Diana Wireman is the owner. And she gives me the address, which is off of Route 23. So I realize that if you don't live there, you have no idea what that means. But, so it's 2027 Ashland Road in Greenup, Unit 9. Their hours are Thursday, 9 to 4, Friday, 10 to 5, Saturday, 10 to 2. So just Thursday, Friday, Saturday for right now. And then Saturday mornings is when the stitch-in. She said they had 8 people on Saturday, which is great.
Yeah.
And they have a gathering spot, place by floss, patterns, blah, blah. Okay. And so that is, yeah, she said that Sherry has been a wonderful addition, which we knew when we picked Sherry. So that's great. And also, Bluegrass Blessings has a Facebook page and an Instagram page. So you can follow them on
that's a great way to get
on social media. So for those people who are looking for maybe a new shop in that area of Kentucky, that is the information that the girls had asked that we share. So
fantastic.
Here we go, sharing the info.
Well, I'm going to read that as
that is your this thing.
That is my this thing.
This thing.
There we go. Because that's
it's all fine.
Pam's pin comment.
Yep.
Which is going to tie in to the information we just gave you. And this is from the aforementioned Sherry.
Yes.
Okay. Sherry Croston.
Hi, Sherry.
This is what she wrote. Hi, ladies. Just wanted to let you know that after asking you for help to finding a friend to stitch with, I was contacted by a lady. Her name is Lisa. We won't give out her last name. She invited me to a little shop in my town. My town, where a group of ladies get together and stitch. I had no idea this place existed.
Crazy town.
The shop owner sells cross-stitch, crochet, knitting supplies. The shop is called Bluegrass Blessings, located in the aforementioned Greenup, Kentucky. Thank you, ladies, for your help. I now have a whole group of stitch friends. So, that was Pam's pinned comment for obvious reasons. And
we love it when Stitch Harmony works. It's magic.
That's right.
Yes.
A shop right in your town that you didn't even know was there.
I mean, love that.
So, thank you for everybody who commented on last week's video and wished us happy trails on our retreat.
Yes.
And I did get one person saying Sunday night you are missed. So, thank you for being
someone told me that their
faithful
Monday
viewer.
Excuse me. Someone told me that on their Monday morning coffee was lonely without us.
Yeah, it just wasn't the same.
I'm very sorry, but we like to go places.
Yeah, and it's gonna happen again here coming up. So just hang on tight.
Just brace yourself.
Brace yourself. Okay. Let's talk about stitching, shall we?
We shall. Okay.
What have you been stitching on, Stephanie?
Well, Pamela. I have been, I always give this as my warning that the project I'm about to show is out of print. So, Hate me now. It's fine. And so this project, so we're going to take it out of the snap, you know, give you the full thing. This is Winter Sampler from Birds of a Feather. And I am stitching this on the called for fabric, which is 36 count Meadowlark from Birds of a Feather. And get my needle out of here. Hold on. Hold on. Okay.
Well, she's making some progress, people.
I am.
Yep.
I'm making some progress.
Yep.
So I came down to the crazy pants bottom border. Not border, but the landing that my deer is on, which is right down here.
It's a hill or some sort. The land.
The land that he's on.
Yeah.
Land was made. If you're an OG JKS watcher, you know what that's from. So yeah, it's kind of behind the decoration on here. But anyway, so that's where I've been working with and stuff over here. So get that bottom corner all squared away.
You haven't worked on that since we went on our retreat, have you?
I worked on it on Thursday while we were gone.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Like I worked on it Thursday night in the hotel room and stuff.
Before the retreat started, actually.
Yes. And
gotcha.
then,
okay.
and then I think I worked on this for part of the morning on Thursday. Friday, on Friday.
Gotcha.
There's a lot of counting involved and a lot of...
Yeah, you can't do it when you've got lots of distractions.
Yeah, so like a lot of like little things happening.
Absolutely.
And so I didn't want to mess it up because if I mess up one part, it's nothing I can fudge.
Right.
So what I did was I decided to put that away. And next weekend, so in this upcoming Saturday, we will be participating, both Pam and I, in Friend Stitch. So if you remember from last year, I participated in it, and this year both of us are doing it.
Yep.
So that's exciting. And different from last year, there is pre-stitching that is required.
Yes.
And this is ridiculous that I don't have this done, but I just literally could not keep my eyes open long enough to finish it yesterday. So it's still in the WIP portion of the program. However, it will be a finish next week. But this is the Autumn Friend Stitch sampler. So we were given, or you could order fabric. Okay, so we ordered the fabric, except it's 32 count. So I messaged Cecilia Turner from Heart and Hand. So Friend Stitch is put on by Heart and Hand of Bent Creek. And so I messaged Cecilia Turner and I was like, question. I do not enjoy 32 count. Can I stitch it on 40 count? And she said, you can do whatever you want. However, the finishing portion of Friend Stitch for what we're doing, and she tried to tell me without giving me too much information away, which I appreciate, is that it works best and looks best stitched on 32 count.
There you go.
And so I said, okay. And she goes, take that information and do with that what you will.
Yeah.
So both Pam and I are doing Friend Stitch.
Yeah.
So whatever the thing is that we're making with this item,
right,
we don't necessarily need two of the same.
Yeah.
So Pam stitched hers on 32 count, which she's going to show you in a second. And I was like, I'm going to stitch it on 40 count. And it's exactly the same called for fabric and all that, called for threads, whatever. But mine is on 40 count. And it's so very sweet. So literally all I have left to do is to finish this leaf right here. Everything else is done. I know, I'm ridiculous. And then what was really cool is that we were told that we could change whatever letters of the alphabet that we wanted to personalize the sampler to us. And so Pam and I collectively decided to change the letters J, K, P, and S. And that encompasses Pam's initials, my initials, and Just Keep Stitchin'. So, so we thought that was cool. So I will have this done, of course, by the time next time you see it, because Friend Stitch is next Saturday.
Right.
So
Right.
That is what I will obviously focus my attention on, and then I will get back to Winter Sampler.
There you go.
Because I'm going to finish this thing.
Yeah.
So,
Stephanie wants to ring the bell really bad.
real bad.
Real bad.
And then I have like a pin cushion or whatever made out of the other thing from one of the finishers. So,
yeah.
And what about you, Pam? What have you been doing, huh?
I've been busy.
Yeah, have you?
Listen, I've been busy.
Listen.
Listen, Linda.
Listen, Linda, listen.
So, it was 10 days was my goal on coming to America. Coming to America with a needle and thread.
Yes.
And I made great strides.
She surely did.
Took it to retreat, worked on it on retreat.
Yeah.
And got to a point that I was pretty happy with. Got my 10 days in. So, and I know it's not centered on the fabric. It doesn't have to be centered on the fabric. It's 3 in, 3 down, whatever.
Yeah, it was the cheapest to get a fat quarter, so that's why.
So, from the top, folks.
From the top.
And I got this whole section done. Da da da.
Da da da.
Yep.
Super freaking cute.
So as it turns out that there was some frogging involved, only because of my stupidity. I think I showed a kind of sneak peek when I did the 2 pigs over there. And then I started on the lady, the pilgrim woman next to the pig, and realized that the pig actually has 4 legs and 4 udders. Do you call them udders on pigs like you do on cows?
I am not aware what the correct answer to that question is.
We are not farm people.
No, we are not.
We are the furthest from farm people.
We are city folk.
We are. So, anyway, I panicked and thought that the pig, who some of you think is an extra long pig anyway, and I tend to agree, needed to be totally frogged out. And it turned out I didn't need to frog it. It was just those legs that were in the wrong position. So, silly me. So I stitched that big long pig twice, people. But I'm really happy. Brought the border down and got that whole section. So I think after the little leaves and the 1620, then I get to do the names. But for now, it's back in the bag. The with the needle and thread bag with the strip that Jan made for me.
I'm just trying to find out what the answer is. So
to what?
Do pigs have udders?
Or
so that's a fun...
We're busy here, Stephanie. We're doing a floss.
It's a really fun thing to ask Google. Yeah.
Do pigs have udders? Anyway, so that was one of my... I'm going to talk stitching. I don't know what she's doing over there.
I need to let the people know what the answer is.
They're already looking too.
To be fair, it is called an udder.
There you go.
And that is from www.thepigsite.com.
Oh dear. Everything you ever wanted to know, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Actually, okay, wait.
Oh God.
Actually, the set, it's actually called a memory line.
Oh, if we really want to be farmy about it?
If you want to be super farmy,
yeah,
it's called
a memory line?
Yes, that's the set of them all together.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, individually.
So the memory line kind of threw me off.
Yes, exactly.
Unnecessarily.
Super sorry about that.
Are you just dead on the floor laughing at this foolishness? Honest to Pete.
This is what happens when we make a FlossTube on a Tuesday.
Yeah, and we're super tired and we're all off kilter.
Yes.
So, that was Coming to America, not to take away the dignity or the historical significance or Brenda's design or anything like that. It was all,
I also just really love pigs.
It was all me, okay?
Yes.
All right, and then I decided that I haven't been stitching on the 13th of the month for dark 13 stitching in a really long time.
And you missed it.
And I thought, I'm going to start doing that on the 13th of every month and use the hashtag dark 13 stitching.
Okay.
So I looked at my whips that aren't on my whip go.
Okay.
For some, like...
inspo?
well, just to see what my options might be that might be something people haven't seen in a long time.
Okay. That's valid.
And so what I came up with was a start from last October. And by a start, I mean a very, very, very small start. And this is a Carolyn Manning. And it's called Halloween Hamlet. And I love this thing. Love this thing.
Oh, man.
And all I had done in October at Lisa's last fall was some of these leaves in this tree. That's all I'd done. Hadn't even put the little blackbird or crow up there in the tree branch.
Right.
You have to excuse Stephanie's yawning. She's exhausted.
Super sorry.
So I'm stitching it on 32 count Joblin in Astraeus.
Astrius.
I don't know. Julie. Leslie comes up with these mythological names for her fabric.
She does.
So I am doing this on hers, which is similar to the purple.
Oh, this isn't even serge. That's how old.
No, and you're going to take it to the shop on Friday and serge it.
Okay.
For me, I think.
Okay.
I've determined that.
Okay.
So I worked on this all day. Yesterday was the 13th, right?
It was, yes, ma'am.
So I worked on this all day. I started off where I had left off last fall. Hadn't worked on it a ton at all.
Yeah.
And I got this far, you guys.
Look at how cute it is.
Look at that.
That fabric is perfect.
That kind of blows it out. Let me back it up just so you can see. This is the truer color of it. It's not as rosy as the picture.
But I love it.
More of a light violet.
Light violet.
And the oranges and yellows pop on it, people. So you've got the 3 pumpkins.
Yeah.
And there is quite a bit of back stitching.
Yeah.
And I am doing it as I go along because I'm not going to go back and hunt for it. But
it's smart to do that, Pam.
The black crow in the tree and the 3 pumpkins.
I think that's a bat. We were talking about that last night.
And then the bat flying in front of the moon.
I know you said you thought it was a spider,
and the kitty cat and leaves falling and the 3 pumpkins. So this is super fun. I'm already seeing people who've gone out and either purchased it or dug it out of their stash.
Oh my gosh, really? That's cool.
To work on because I showed it. That's all it takes. Sometimes people, you know.
Yeah. Pam, I love it.
But it's going to be super fun as I work on it. But
so what do you think you're going to do? Are you going to do like, I assume you're going to do this whole top row and then are you going to go around, do the outside and then do the inside?
I don't know.
There's so many options.
There are, yes. You see what she's talking about?
So I said, are you going to go around and do like the outside town and then do the inside border and then do the inside town?
Yeah.
Or are you going to go like this? Or what are you going to do, Pam?
I haven't decided.
Well, I'll be waiting.
The section that I worked on, which is going to be it for until next month, maybe.
Okay. So that's not on your whip go?
It's not on my whip go. So it's totally off the beaten path, if you will, or however you want to say it.
Gotcha.
Okay?
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so those
are
our
whips
of
the week. Okay. All right. So, like Stephanie said...
Bring in the bell.
What?
Bring in the bell.
Oh, bring in the bell, yeah.
Oh, you want that to go with your thing, don't you?
Put it down there, would you?
Put it down there, would you? Would you,
please? Boom. That wasn't just the little card. That was
no, that was not the card. No.
So, we're going to do Friend Stitch on Saturday.
Yep.
Looking forward to it.
Very much so. Can't wait. Very excited.
And what is it, 4 hours on... Oh, there's 2 sessions.
Yeah, there's 2 sessions.
And we're going to be in the afternoon.
Yeah.
We're going to be in the afternoon.
Do not like the morning time.
No. We had to do afternoon if Stephanie was involved. So,
well, you could have done morning if you really wanted, Pam.
No, because we're going to do it together. Okay. So I finished mine, like she showed hers. Mine's complete, and I did mine on the Vintage Country Mocha on 32, 2 over 2.
Okay, let me get mine out so we can show them next to each other and show them how cute they are together.
Oh, okay.
You're like, I wasn't going to do that, but okay, fine.
No, that's fine. So you can see the difference.
Look at how freaking cute they are.
Aren't they just the best?
I love it.
So we haven't opened our boxes. We're being very well behaved.
Someone came into Keepsakes today. I think her name was Dawn. Hello, Dawn.
Hi, Dawn.
From, Anderson, Indiana. I think that's where she's from.
Okay.
And she asked if we were doing French stitch, and I of course said yes. And then I said, "Did you finish your homework?" And she said, "Oh yeah, I'm so excited." And then she asked me if I opened the box yet. And I thought it was like a trick question, like she was trying to catch me.
Yeah.
And I was like, "No, ma'am, I have not opened my box yet." And she was like, and I said, "Have you opened your box yet?" And she said, "No." She said, "But I've written on it every day." And I was like, "What do you mean?" And she says that every day she's gone to her box and she's written, "You can do it. You're stronger than this."
Oh, that's cute.
And I'm like, that is the cutest thing I've ever heard.
The drawers are on the coffee table over there.
Just taunting.
You know, just staring us.
Because if we hide them somewhere, we'll forget where we put them.
No kidding. So they're in plain sight.
And then we'll be up a creek on Saturday afternoon.
That'll be fun. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Because I was sort of in the room when Stephanie did it last year.
Yeah, but she wasn't an active participant.
I wasn't an active participant, but I could tell that it was
super great.
Gonna be super. So, based on my finish of the French stitch homework.
Yes. Happy finishes, everyone.
What comes next? Let me check.
Well, what comes next, Pam? Promotions! Welcome to it. This is the promotion portion of the program. The PPP is like.
Of course, we had our mail held.
Yes, we did.
We had our mail held.
We surely did.
Boy, did we have some goodies waiting for us.
Absolutely. And I do want to mention, speaking of that, I should have mentioned this at the top of the show, is one, thank you all so much for sticking around for my sticker content last week.
Yeah.
Y'all are the best. I did get a lot of stickers in the mail when we were gone.
Yeah.
And so I will do another kind of elongated sticker segment on Sunday's video, episode 219.
Right. Not tonight. Not this one.
No. Because it's already along with the retreat stuff, so I was like, put them out of their misery, you know? So, first and foremost, one of the packages that we got when we returned home was our September bag of the month from SewMuch2Luv.
Yes.
And it's early because SewMuch2Luv is going to be at New York Gallery at the end of the month, so she's on top of her game.
Right.
So, if you are new here, we have been members of the SewMuch2Luv Project Bag of the Month Club for a few years now. And so every month, a beautiful handcrafted exclusive project bag filled with goodies comes to our door, all the way from Idaho, from our sweet friend Karen. And there's always like a theme that's happening.
Right.
And so, then on our channel, we talk about it and we get you guys excited about it. And, the deal with these is that, sometimes, not always, but sometimes, Karen has extra, project bags in her Etsy shop, which I, of course, will link below. And when the time comes for signups for next year, we will, of course, share that link with you all as well.
Right.
So, she always includes a nice, lovely written letter that has a nice message and explains to us all the things inside of the bag. And so, it's always fun this time of year because our first Galleria in 2018 was when we first met Karen. So, so it's just cool to have the little anniversary. Yeah. But anyway, and so Karen is a big fan of fall, as are we. So very excited about the fall bag. So first and foremost, we got 2 old school strawberry candies, which are my favorite candy, or one of my favorite candies, I should say. And every single bag includes a bag of stash tea. This month is double spiced chai. Love that. And then we got this adorable little package that has a half a yard of lace, which you can use for finishing small items, and a sunflower charm, and also a bobbin, to be fair. So that's cool. And then some months, not all, but some, we are gifted with an exclusive chart that is just for the club. So this was one of those months, and the designer for this month, we might know a thing or two about them, is Twin Peak Primitives. And so the chart that they designed specifically for this bag of the month is called Sunflower Farm. And it is super, super cute. I love it. Love it. So, are you sensing a theme? Because I am. Can you start a chart pile, please?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. So, the theme is sunflowers. So, all you sunflower people out there, this is the bag.
That is sunflowers.
It is very, one thing it definitely is sunflowers. So, and then there's, of course, her signature wool felt heart. And then this lace trim is lovely. And then the back, very pretty. And then the inside is super cool. So the inside is these little bees, and if you catch it just right, oh my gosh, my nail polish is like the same. The bees glitter, their wings glisten, which is freaking cool. So, very cool. Bees and sunflowers and just awesome, awesome, awesome. So, this is the September bag of the month. Beautiful. So, thank you so much to Karen. We love you. And we're very excited about seeing you soon.
Right.
So,
absolutely.
That, of course, brings us to the Twin Peak Primitives pattern of the week.
Right.
So, if you're new here, how this works is that every week, so we've been working with the twins at Twin Peak Primitives for years now, frankly. And so every week, we look through their extensive collection. We pick something that we love, that we think that you will love too. And then we tell the twins, they say, okay, and they make it 20% off for all of our amazing viewers.
Right.
So
what they decided to do this time,
yes,
is they decided that we are going to enter into a temporary period of 2-week promotions so that we can fully offer you their new
Expo releases and offer the discount for 2 weeks. Okay.
So,
and is that going to take us to the end of the year?
I don't know. I haven't done the math yet.
Oh, okay.
We'll worry about that when we
get to December.
Get closer to it.
Okay.
So for this 2-week period, so
my assumption is for episode 2018.
This is
218 and 219.
Yeah, 218 and 219 for this week and next week.
Got it.
It's going to be a really, really adorable pattern called Cats and Fish Company.
Yes.
And we're going to insert a picture of him here. Him and his friends.
Yes. Very cool. Very cool.
I think it's adorable, and it isn't quite in the holiday vibe yet.
Yes.
So we thought we would offer it at the front end and go through each 2-week period offering these new releases from Twin Peak Primitive, 20% off.
Yes. So if you love Cats and Fish Co. as much as we love Cats and Fish Co., and you want to get your hands on a discounted copy of that chart, then there are 3 places and 3 places only that you can go to get it. You can get a discounted copy of a PDF version of the chart from either the Twin Peak Primitives website or Etsy shop, both of which are linked below. Or if you would rather have a discounted copy of a hard copy of the chart, there is one needlework shop that you can purchase it from. And that is the needlework shop called The Daily Stitcher, which is an online needlework shop in the great state of Maine, run by our friend Penny, and she will take great care of you. So I will, of course, link all that stuff below. There's no code needed, no discount code, no none of that. It is already discounted for you, so you just got to add it to your cart and go.
Yeah.
Okay?
Cats and Fish Co.
Cats and Fish Co.
It's a winner.
It is. It is.
All right.
Okay.
So now we want to talk about where we've been.
Yeah.
And give you some of the dates and show off some of the stuff that we got while we've been away.
Yeah. Okay, so we're going to pause it and organize the stuff, and then we'll come back, and then
it'll be a matter of us. Half a second.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
Did you miss us? Okay, so we also have pictures and video of things, and we'll insert that probably at the end of our segment about talking about the retreat. That way it's in the middle and makes sense. So the retreat that we went to was called
Cross Stitch Extravaganza 2021.
So we were given these bags when we walked into the room.
Right.
It is a retreat that was sponsored by Quilters Station, which is a shop in Lee's Summit, Missouri. And then the retreat was held at the Drury Inn in Blue Springs, Missouri, which was like 15 minutes from the shop.
Mm-hmm.
Quilters Station is an absolutely beautiful shop.
Mm-hmm.
They do have, I would say, probably 60% quilting, 20% wool applique, 10%, maybe the last 20% is cross stitch.
Yeah.
And like maybe a little bit of punch needle thrown in there too.
Yeah.
So there's not a ton of cross stitch, but from what I learned talking to the owner, whose name is Rita, is that they're having a lot of people who are quilters who want to try cross stitch or coming back to cross stitch after a long time. And so this shop, I mean, there are some other shops in Missouri and in the area, but this is the biggest. And so this was actually the very first cross-stitch retreat that Quilter Station has hosted. Mm-hmm. She's done other retreats and things quilting-wise and other craft-wise, but this, and taught classes and done all that kind of thing. But from a cross-stitch retreat perspective, this was their first go. So for their first go, incredibly impressive lineup, first of all. Yeah. But it was very, very well executed. So, mm-hmm. So first and foremost, before we get into the meat and potatoes of it, one question that I had gotten before we left, while we were there, and we posted pictures, and after, since we got home, mm-hmm. is how did you hear about this? And mm-hmm. where do you go to find out about this? Mm-hmm. And one thing that I saw in a lot of comments on people's posts, not just ours, but online, was just like, I feel like it's the floss tubers know what's going on and none of us do. Mm. And I just want to make it very clear that has nothing to do with it. Mm-mm. Because we're floss tubers, that doesn't mean that we get any advance notice about things or that we know who that we have get any special treatment. Yeah. We just happen to, the key is being plugged in, right? So there were 4 designers who were at this retreat who taught classes over the weekend that everyone at one time took. Mm-hmm. One of those designers was Liz Matthews. Mm-hmm. And if you've been watching our channel for the past year plus, you know that Liz Matthews is one of my dear friends. So when she agreed to do this retreat, she told me about that. Mm-hmm. And so I knew that. But then I also heard about it from Elizabeth Ann Can Stitch. I heard about it from other people on social media. So that is the biggest advice I can give to people who are like, how do you find out about these retreats? Is just being plugged in. Mm-hmm. The fact of the matter is that it's 2021. Mm-hmm. Social media is important, even in the cross-stitch industry. And so if you want to be a part of these events
and hear about things,
then you got to be a part of social media. Mm-hmm. And you have to, I'm not saying you have to scroll on your phone on Instagram all day and you got to watch FlossTube 24/7. I'm not saying that. Mm-hmm. But it helps. It helps. Yeah. So, and, make connections and reach out to people and all of that kind of thing. So, there's no, like I said, there's no secret thing because we're floss tubers or anything that we were able to find out about it. Right. I know that if I was not friends with Liz Matthews, I don't think I would have been able to get a spot.
Right.
Or I would have been one of the last people to get a spot.
Because Liz mentioned it on her FlossTube.
Yep.
Liz Talbot mentioned it on Elizabeth Ann Can Stitch.
Yep.
And you know as well as anybody who, if you're watching us, you know that it's not that FlossTubers have an inside track,
right,
but FlossTubers have a great vehicle for spreading the news.
Right. Yeah.
And so that is why we were asked to mention the shop down in Kentucky today.
Exactly.
It's because
Perfect
we
example.
reach a lot of people.
Yeah.
So
so watch people who reach a lot of people.
Right. And
or who are known for, like,
we really kind of went in, other than knowing that Liz was going to participate, we kind of went into this sort of unfamiliar about what was going to happen.
Yeah.
This was the first retreat that we'd attended, or even I attended before Stephanie started stitching, that was class oriented.
Yes.
And by class, it's the seating is different. And
the goal is different.
The goal is different.
The focus is different.
The theme is different. And
so
so we kind of went into it not really knowing.
Yeah.
It was an opportunity for Steph and Liz to get together, and
for us to meet them, Elizabeth Ann.
For us to meet in person, Elizabeth Ann.
Yeah.
And truthfully, the mixture of people in the room was, yes, some FlossTubers, yes, some people who we had met at StitchCon.
And other retreats.
Yes, people we'd met at other retreats. Yeah. And new people we'd never met before.
Yeah, it was great.
So it was a definite mixture. And go from there with whatever you want to say.
Okay. So, like Pam said, this was the first retreat of this variety that we have ever gone to. So I think that if you've watched Just Keep Stitching for any amount of time, or now you're watching and now you can find this out, we are stitchers who enjoy going to retreats. So I know other FlossTubers who enjoy going to retreats. And so that's a great place to watch to find out and hear about things.
And we knew this was one that we could somewhat easily drive to.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
it didn't, for us, it did not involve plane fare.
Correct.
So that cuts down on your expense.
Yeah, for sure.
That way. So
yes, exactly. So, so we arrived in Missouri on Thursday evening, and then we first went over to Quilters. Well, we first went to the hotel and checked in. The retreat did not start until 9 a.m. on Friday morning. So we decided that Elizabeth Ann was also coming in on Thursday, and so Liz Matthews was already there, and so, but she was teaching, so she was otherwise obligated, right? Because she was part of this group of people that were teaching. So, which I knew and understood and whatever. So, so when we arrived, we first went over to Quilters Station, and I had every intention of doing a shop tour video for you. And then I just never made it back to Quilters Station after Thursday. It was so busy when we were there on Thursday. So I'm sure that there are other FlossTubers in attendance who did shop tour videos. So check those out. So I'm sorry about that. And I don't have that for you. So don't hate me. But I have many other goodies. So, but what I do have for you is haul.
Yeah.
So
we can spend money pretty well.
We, we're pretty good at that part of the game. So, okay. So, Quilters Station, like I said, is first and foremost a quilt shop. So, I got some fabrics to make into project bags. I do not know where these are going to go, or who's going to make bags, but I got them anyway. So, Alma from Blackbird Designs was one of the teachers this weekend, and she lives about a half hour, 40 minutes away from Quilters Station, and she had this beautiful Blackbird Designs sampler fabric that is exclusive, or was, because it's all gone, exclusive to the retreat and to Quilters Station. And so I got myself a yard of it so I can make a bag with it. So I got that. And then I also got this gorgeous fabric because it's just freaking gorgeous. I love those birds, and those flowers, it's freaking fantastic. And then, how many times am I going to say Liz Matthews? She was there, obviously, and I found this fabric there. I fell in love with it, and I do not have a project bag that's specifically designated for my 12 Days of Christmas samplers by her. And so I got this super cute 12 Days of Christmas fabric that I will have made into a project bag that will house my 12 Days of Christmas. So I got that fabric. I also, so a lot of the cross stitch that they have available is in this variety, in Blackbird Designs, Hello from Liz Matthews, Heartstring Samplery, Chassis and Me, With a Needle and Thread, Plum Streets, Scarlet House, like that sort of vibe. Like there was no like Satsuma Street in there kind of thing. You know what I mean? Yeah. Very muted, very prim, very that kind of thing, which is my vibe. So I got this, but not only did I get the charts, they had it fully kitted with enough fabric to make both items and all the threads and the finishing fabric. So I do have this chart, so I will pull my chart and it will go in a giveaway for everyone. Or for, not for everyone, one of you lucky people will get it. Everybody gets one.
Yeah, you get a Blackbird, you get a Blackbird.
And then, they got a lot of fabric. So they sell fabric. I'm just going to show it to you like this.
Yep.
The Fox and Rabbit fabric, 36 count, 40 count, Picture This Plus fabric. There's a lot of fabric here, guys. There's just a little fabric. So, we like fabric. So, yeah, we utilized the fabric situation.
Yeah, we hit that pretty hard, as you can see.
So, yep, not going to show you the receipt. So, Pam got some, I got some. Yep. And what's interesting, you know, one thing as a Needle Workshop employee that I enjoy, see more fabric, that I enjoy about going to other shops is seeing how they do things, and seeing what works and what I think I can bring home and all that kind of thing. And they sell fabric. From my understanding, cross-stitch fabric only in pre-cut sizes. Yeah. So fat 1/8, fat 1/4, fat
yeah, they won't
half.
Do custom cuts.
So that's interesting. But they did have a great selection of Fox and Rabbit, Picture This Plus, even standard Zweigart colors. So it was great. It was great. So then let's show you the other goodies that we got. So everybody got a name tag. So that's me. And with a lanyard and all that. And then inside of the bag that Pam showed, there was goodies too. So there's candy and snacks and that kind of thing. And then everyone got a little Notions pouch that was made, which was super, super, super cute. Yep. Love that.
Mine's somewhere. It's a different fabric, but it's basically the same.
Basically the same thing. Yeah. And then we got some gifts. So, meeting Elizabeth Ann was like, and sitting next to her and just like being like, Elizabeth Ann is next to me right now was amazing. We had dinner with Elizabeth Ann every night. Me and Liz Squared, as I like to call them, hung out till midnight, talking, chatting, laughing on Friday night. That was amazing. And it was just really cool. And it was so cool. Not just like hang out with her and be like, okay, so you're exactly the same as you are in your videos, but also just to see her experience her first retreat.
Oh yeah, that was cool.
Like that was super, super cool. Yeah. So, so it was neat. She's an absolute dream of a person. Yeah. So if you ever get the chance to, if you have not checked out her FlossTube, please do that. Oh my gosh, she's great. Yeah. But she is one thing that I am not, which is a quilter. And so she just drops these on our spots. Yep. Look at how frickin' cute this is. These are cats. Look at them. They're the cutest.
Yeah, and mine's patriotic, just adorable.
And then she filled it with stuff.
Yeah.
And I was able to, over the weekend, as people came and gave me stuff, I put that stuff.
I've got people stopped by and said hi and dropped off floss drops and
it was amazing.
And all kinds of goodies.
Yes.
And thank you to everybody who came and said hi.
Yes. We had
because
such
of the
great seats.
classroom format, it's in rows. It's not in round tables.
Yes.
And we were in the very front row, which was super fantastic, and not by any design, but it allowed for people who wanted to walk around and say hi to everybody. They had a little bit more wiggle room because there wasn't another table in front of us.
So that was nice.
It made it super nice. And
look, mine has donuts inside.
Yeah.
Look at how well this thing's made.
Yeah, mine's chock-a-block full of
Achoo.
all the wonderful goodies that everybody brought by.
Yes.
Even
we got
the presenters had things and
tons of floss cards.
Yeah, I think it was just so
yeah,
to have this at our place when people brought us little treats was
perfect.
Was just about perfect.
It was. So, so thank you, Elizabeth Ann. We had the best weekend hanging out with you.
Yes.
That is undeniable. Yes. Undeniable for sure.
Yeah.
Okay. So, then let's get into the meat and potatoes of the retreat. Mm-hmm. So, there were 4 different presenters, 4 different classes. So there were 97 people who had registered. So all 97 people were inside one conference room at the Drury. There were 2 classes each day, one at 9 a.m., one at 1:30. So we all were in there. Lunch was provided both days. It was great. Love that. And so that was perfect. And then we'd go in the room and then someone would present something, and then we'd have a break for lunch. We'd come back at 1:30. There'd be a class for 3 hours, and then it was over for the day. We could go have dinner and do whatever. So it was a great setup. So the first presenter was Liz Matthews. And, of course, go check out her FlossTube channel, and she will give you all of the details about her project. But she was very, very good and did not tell me anything about the project beforehand. So, first and foremost, we got this reproduction sampler chart, which is called Pink Cottage School. That is the picture of the original, which she brought with her, which was super neat. And then that is what the adaptation looks like. So, super excited about stitching that. And she started it with NPIs, so I'm very excited. And then the project was not cross-stitch at all, which was wild. I was like, okay. And then Pam went to town, which you'll see a picture of, and I was like, this is super cool. So it's the Pink Cottage School motif project. So we got a piece of fabric. Then we got 2 other pieces of fabric. So this Pink Cottage School was printed on fabric. Then we got 2 other pieces of fabric with butterflies and one with birds. And then we could pick our favorite butterflies and birds and cut them out and hand embroider them onto the hoop.
It was super fun. Everybody got a hoop.
So this is the hoop. Look how sweet that is with the ribbon. And then, where did I put my, oh yeah, I put mine in my bag. So everybody got a hoop. And then you could take super glue and glue your pieces down if you wanted. And so that's as far as I got because I'm not super crafty. And I was like, I will finish this at home. So, and so everyone's ended up.
Do you want that there?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yep, did that on purpose.
Okay.
So it was really cool. So everyone could kind of do their own thing.
So you got your gluing done, more or less.
Yes, and then I will complete my embroidery.
Oh, yeah. So
that's what I did. And see, they're all glued on, so they're not going to fall off. But I even added Liz's little logo. So I remember that it was with her. So, and then, see the piece of fabric with the butterflies? And then you put it in the hoop, like this, wherever you want to position it. So mine will be like that or something. And then we got all the materials that we need to finish it, to fully finish it, and then hang it on the wall.
Right.
And then we also got some letters and numbers and some motif ideas. So what I do plan on doing is in this open space here, I'm going to write QS Retreat for Quilters Station Retreat 2021.
Yeah.
Underneath.
Yeah.
I think that's super, super cool. So that was Liz's project. So then, in addition to projects, so then we were kind of left for the remainder. I mean, she gave a nice talk at the front, explained all this stuff. Then we all started in on the project.
I'm just going to pull mine out to see, because
yours is in your hoop, isn't it?
yeah, I actually
Pam was very well done.
I actually got some stitching done.
She sure
so
did.
mine's in the hoop, and I actually stitched one of the birds down.
That's so cool.
So I just filled mine in. I really wanted to use that owl.
Really bad.
And so he's
Real
in
bad.
there, and I
Yeah.
can go back at some point and do the little
Stitching.
hem stitch them all around,
Yeah.
and have it kind of look like that.
That's super cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then for the remainder of her 3-hour slot, we worked on our projects, and then she also had a trunk show. So each designer had trunk shows, and so she brought a lot of her, or had sent, I assume, a lot of her models, and I took video of that, so that will be included at the end of our talk about the treat. So then, after Liz went, Liz did an absolutely spectacular job. This was her first time teaching, and I just want to say publicly how thankful I was to be able to be present for seeing
The inaugural. Wow.
seeing that, and just watching how much she's grown as a designer, as a just figure in this community since 2020 when she was debuted. It's like, it's incredible, and it's an honor to be a part of. So love you, Liz. Okay, so then we had lunch, and then after lunch was Chessie and me. And I forgot a part. Hold on.
Yeah.
Okay, don't worry, we're good. Okay, so then after that was Chessie and me. And so Chessie and me, so we got this bag here. And so the project is this. Everything you see here, the scissor fob, this, which is a like scissor roll, needle roll, and then this was included. So this, I don't know if you can tell from this photo.
Can't really, but
No, is actually a paper mache box in the shape of a house. And so our activity for the class was to paint that box and using this waxing technique that Linda, who's the designer at Chessie and Me, taught us. So this is my box.
this is mine.
And then
Yep.
I didn't paint the inside of my roof, did you?
No.
Nope. Okay, good.
I asked around, and most people
Weren't doing the roof.
weren't doing the inside
Got
of the
it.
roof.
So the idea is that you can store all your things inside the box, and then you mount one of the pieces to the side of this. So there's actually this certain type of paint. I have no idea what it's called.
Yeah, we're not paint people.
And then see how there's like some brown showing through? So that's not the paper mache box. That's the brown paint that's underneath. And then we took like, what are those called? Those little candles called?
Waxers. Or
Okay.
something.
Yeah. And then, so then we just
Waxed certain areas.
wherever we wanted to. And then we put
We just did what we were told.
exactly. And then we painted black paint over it. We let the black paint dry. And then we took sandpaper and sanded in those sections where we put the wax. The brown showed through.
Yeah.
So you can see where I was like swiping with the wax. So that was...
Give it an antique feel.
Yes. Super, super fun. So, of course, we got... Yeah, so this is the inside of the needle roll and the other side of the scissor fob. And then, of course, we got all of the supplies that we needed to complete the project, including a little thread keep in the shape of a cat, compliments of Chessie and me, super cute, the fabric, all the things, everything that you need to do that project, which was super fun. Elizabeth Ann basically finished the whole project while she was there. I'm just kidding, not the whole thing, but a lot of it.
She started some of the stitching. Yeah.
She finished one half of the freaking scissor fob.
Did she really?
She really did. And then Chessie and me also had a trunk show. And so, each of us picked up a couple things from the Chessie and me trunk show. So, I got this, which is the Peace and Goodwill sampler. She had a model of this. It sold it. I was in. And then one thing I love about Chessie and me are the little kits that she sells. And she had a lot of them. And this one is called Quaker House Token. And so it's obviously the chart for this, but then it comes with everything that you need. Yeah. Which is great.
Yeah. And I got Long May She Wave.
It's so pretty.
Long May She Wave.
And that's one of those kits too.
Yeah. And Summer, sorry for the glare, Summer Liberty.
So cute.
Yeah. Yeah.
Her patriotic
I've done one of these, and I have 2 more in my stash, and now 2 more.
There you go. There you go. Okay. And then that class ended, and then we were done for the day. And so then we had on Saturday, 9 a.m. sharp. Yes, I was awake and alert and ready to go. Was the class with Beth Twist from Heartstring Samplery. And so let me get her things. So she gave us this beautiful kit. So there's 3 pin cushions, and she talked about her love of bees and her garden, and so her class sort of theme was like there wasn't an overall retreat theme. No. I guess all the designers were basically told to do whatever you do. Yeah. And so if you know anything about Beth, then you know that her bees are very important to her. And so this is called Flowers for Bees. So one pin cushion says for bees, the flower is the fountain of life. And then another one says for flowers, the bee is the song of love. And so we got the charts for all 3 of these. We got enough fabric to stitch all 3 of those. And then this was included in our kit as well. Sorry for the glare, but so that is all the floss that you need for all 3 of the pin cushions, backing fabric for all 3 of the pin cushions, and then the trim for all 3 of the pin cushions. So that's such a cute spring display. I'm super, super excited about.
Yeah, she had everything. You'll see in the slideshow. She had everything finished off in a little bread bowl thing.
Yeah, absolutely. Which was in a tray, which was really, really cool. Yeah. So we're gonna definitely do that for sure. And then everyone got a package of bee-friendly wildflower seeds. And then these are the markers, and I don't know if you can tell, but there's a bee, a heart, and a flower that was stamped into that. So then that comes off, and you put that in the pot. Right. And so Pam and I are going to, when our new deck is done, we're going to get big pots, and we're going to plant our packages of wildflowers and see what happens. Wow. Pray for us.
Yes.
Pray for us.
Yes.
Okay. So then the last class of the retreat was Alma of Blackbird Designs, which was just an absolute honor. I mean, it was an honor to be with everyone, but I've met all of them before at market and things, but I wear a different hat when I'm at market than I do at a retreat. So it was nice to be social and be a fan than an employee here for business. You know what I mean? So that was really cool. So first things first, Alma gave a really wonderful talk, and then
She's a funny lady. I'd never met her.
Yeah.
And
Pam was crying laughing.
No, I wasn't crying laughing, but I really enjoyed her sense of humor and her memories of Barb and some of the trips they took. And I can only imagine what a hoot and a holler they were for years together.
Absolutely.
So she did a great job. I'm not sure of this, but I got the impression this might have been one of her first.
This was her first
public presentations after losing a Barb, whom she referred to as her buddy. So I thought that was great.
It was wonderful.
And I was just like, elbowing Stephanie. She's funny.
Yeah, and I was like, I know.
She had my sense of humor.
So. Yeah, absolutely.
Don't forget to mention the
I know.
extra lady
right,
too.
Yes, I will at the end. That's my plan. So before we got started, or before we started the kit situation, Alma, like Pam said, gave her talk, and then she had a trunk show, beautiful trunk show. You're going to lose your mind when you see the video of all the trunk shows. But she had a lot of out-of-print models. And I was like, oh, stop me. So they were all stunning. And I did not realize that then we were going to be handed charts, not for the models in the trunk show, but some out-of-print charts, some of Barb's favorites. So the 3 charts that we were given, and disclaimer, these are out of print. The first one is called Sweetheart Sampler, and this one is from 2002.
Yeah, she said she knew that Barb would want us to have these. So
yes, absolutely.
It's a lovely sentiment.
And this is called Garden of Life, and it says, "Friends, the flowers in the Garden of Life." And then Quaker Garden, and we were able to go up and speak to Alma after the class, or after her speech was over, and a lot of people, myself included, asked her to sign either one of the charts that she passed out or one we had brought with us, and I had asked her to sign Quaker Garden and another chart, and she said, "Our lives," for Stephanie, "our lives are stitched together, fondly, Alma Allen." So that's, excuse me, I will sleep with this under my pillow for the rest of my days. Okay, so that's pretty incredible, and it is not lost on us how lucky we are to have gotten those for sure. So,
absolutely.
The beautiful, beautiful kit that we were given. And I took mine out to take pictures of and sent to Kia. So, sorry I don't have the cute kit all together. But there were 2 items. So, the first is called Delicious Autumn, which is a little bag, which is very sweet. If you notice, see the flowers on the top of that? That's where she got her inspiration from, along with the star, which is cool. Love that. And then the second is called Fall Gatherings. It's a squirrel pin cushion, which is freaking cute. Drum, I guess. And then we got ribbon to do the finishing for the bag. We got all the threads. We got this super cute little sampler book. We got enough fabric and finishing fabric. So we got all of the things. And it came in a cellophane bag that I apologize you've now had to listen to twice. So those were all 4 of the scheduled classes. And what Pam was alluding to earlier about don't forget to mention this thing. So there is a lovely woman who lives close to Lee Summit, Missouri, and her name is Maggie Benomini. And she works mainly now in wool, whether it's wool applique, hand quilting, hooked rugs, that kind of thing. And so she brought a few baskets of goodies over to us to show us some of her work. It was incredible, and talk a little bit about the art that she does.
Right.
And it was just
And
amazing.
She collaborated with Barb and Alma over the years
On a few different cross-stitch charts,
and, you know, when Barb and Alma would feature quilts and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So my overall thought after listening to Maggie, who also is incredibly charming and funny,
Yes.
was to say to these young girls like Steph and Liz Talbot that, you know, I hope that they appreciate that they had the opportunity to listen to Maggie.
Yeah, it was super cool.
And some of these designers who have been in the industry a very, very long time, like Linda from Chessie and Me.
Yeah.
I have many, many, many Chessie and Me charts, and a couple that I've started. I've always been a fan, and so it's just great to see the young people come up, and to have the young people who are just starting in the craft to be exposed to this multitude of talent. It was just wonderful.
Yeah, it was wild. Wild. Yeah. You could tell that you were like in the presence of greatness. So it was really cool.
Super, super talented.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. So, and then Saturday's class ended at like 4:30, 5 o'clock, and then we went out to dinner with some amazing women we'd met over the weekend.
Right.
And some people, you know, it was nice because at StitchCon, if you've been, then you know that we don't get much time to socialize.
Yeah.
Because we're working, right? So it's nice to go to these things a few months later, and see people and speak to them and just like, I don't know, be a participant. So it's nice. And so publicly a huge thank you to everyone that we spoke with over the weekend.
Yes. Thank you for coming up and chatting with us for a few minutes.
Yes.
And we were fortunate that we were kind of in that front corner of the room where we could have those extended conversations with folks that we shared something in common with.
Yeah, for sure.
And it was just a super time.
It was incredible.
Yeah.
And a huge thank you to all of the designers who came, and the projects they presented us with are absolutely wonderful. And then, of course, a huge thank you to Quilters Station for all of the work that they did in putting this retreat on. We know what it's like to put a retreat on, so there's a lot of hard work behind the scenes that a lot of people don't realize. And so thank you so much for that. So it was a wonderful time.
Great time. Great to go, but always, like I say, it's always great to come home.
Yes.
And Stephanie was at the shop yesterday and today. So
yes. And then
what?
One thing I wanted to say was that we do not know if it's going to happen again next year.
Right.
So if we know, we'll keep that. We'll let you all know, but we're not 100% sure. So we would think that if it does, it's probably going to be a different set of designers, and so that might change whether or not we return. But we will see. So we will let you know. But we had a really great weekend. And
we really did.
It was really wonderful. So all right, so it is here where I will insert all the pictures and videos of the trunk shows and things like that, so you guys can just drool all over all the pretty things.
Yeah. So here you go.
Insert all the Quilter Station retreat goodness here. now, now it's time for mail call. Okay, we just made an executive decision behind the scenes that this is what we're going to do. Because I'm so tired. I also have not eaten dinner yet. Right. And, yeah. So, we're going to show you our mail call, because if we don't show you the mail call, it will just pile up. Right. But the haul can wait till Sunday. Yeah. And so, I think we've shown you a lot of haul already. Yeah. So, I hope that you understand that. Yeah. So, okay. So, first and foremost. Yeah. Let's talk about our mail call from Jody at Steel City Stitchers. Jody, I'm so sorry I haven't had the chance to message you to tell you, say thank you for this. She just sends us fabric now, which is so great and lovely.
So I'm going to see if I can do this efficiently. Okay, great. She sent me some 32 linen, because she knows that's where I'm at. So that's where I'm at. How about that for a display?
Look at that.
Of 32. And then, let's see if I can do this.
Okay.
Because I'm hungry too.
Okay. By the way, Pam eats food.
Here's 2 more 32s that she sent.
Wow.
So thanks, Jodes.
Jodes, and we're calling out Jodes. Okay. Okay, so she sent me 40 count linen in this color.
Oh boy. I'm awake now.
And this color. She is determined to get me to stitch on brightly colored fabric. I'm like, Jody, just do neutrals. It's fine. And then these 3 beautiful colors. There's this green, which I love. And then this pink. And then this purple in 40 count even weave. Yep. So there's that. Okay. Alrighty. So then I got this lovely package from a sweet viewer, Danette. And she sent this lovely card. Thank you so much. She sent these stickers, which will go in my sticker situation. And then she had messaged me and told me that she had this chart that she wanted to get to me during September. And this is Blackbird Designs Splendid September. I have this whole collection. So this will go in our big giveaway. So thank you, Danette. I appreciate it. And then, I don't know if you all remember a lovely woman whose name is Brittany. She was a Stitch Harmony a while ago. She was very, very sweet. And so, she actually sent me these... she sent me a link to an Etsy shop on Instagram. And she said that she wanted to purchase a couple charts for me as a gift, which was very sweet. So... I looked through, I found my favorites, I sent her my favorites and said, surprise me. So this is what she ended up picking for me. This is called Halloween Candy, right? Yep. Halloween Candy. The Etsy shop is called Svetlana Sicker, sapattern.com. It was an Etsy shop, so I'll find the Etsy shop and link it below so you have it. It's obviously, well, I don't know about obvious, but it's either Russian or Ukrainian or one of them one. So that's Halloween Candy. And then Christmas Cup. I wish Christmas would never end. Is that the truth? Thank you, Brittany. I appreciate you. Okay, then I have this. Hold on, let me Brittany Patterns, just so I remember to link that. Okay. I have a sweet friend whose name is Ashlyn. Ashlyn, Ashlyn. She lives in California. Nope, Colorado. Yes. And she is a Keepsakes customer, and she's lovely and wonderful. And she got inspired by me to stitch on 40 count. Then she realized that she was really struggling to see it. So she asked me if I wanted it. And I was like, "Want what?" And she said, "My 40 count fabric." And I was like, sure. Just send me a PayPal invoice and I'll be happy to send it to you. And she was like, "You're crazy. Give me your address." And I was like, "You're crazy. Okay, fine." And she sent me this card, which is really cute and very sweet. And there's a lovely note inside. Thank you. And then she sent me this giant bag of fabric. This is a whole fat quarter of 36 count Ren. There is primitive hair fabric in here. There is Pictures Plus fabric. There's Stitch Me. There's freaking lot of fabric.
Amazing.
Thank you, Ashlyn.
It will be used.
Oh, 100%.
100%.
100%. Okay, so we got our most recent kit from TPPLimitedExclusives, which is a Etsy shop where there are limited exclusive kits from Twin Peak Primitives. They are mailed out by our sweet friend Diane, who is here stateside. And so we got our most recent. And if you guys haven't seen pictures of it, you're going to lose your minds, okay? Because it's really pretty. So this is what it's called. It is called the Haunted House Sampler. It's amazing.
Yep. Yep, it is.
It's so, so, so good. So you get this project bag with it. Love that. Okay. Then, hold that, please. Thank you. And you can put all these things in as I hand it to you.
Okay.
So then you get this chart, which is, don't put the candy in the bag in there. I want the candy. So this is the really cool chart. Love that. Love that. It says that the called for fabric used in the model is this color.
Yeah.
I know that doesn't look like the picture, and so I'm hoping that the called for colors, which you also get in the kit, I think they'll show up okay.
I think they'll pop good. Pop well.
Pop good.
Pop good.
Pop good. Pop good. Everyone's going to be like, you guys should do videos tired more often.
Yeah.
And so it doesn't look like the picture. So this is the called for fabric, which is from XU Designs, which is called Rustic Driftwood. It's lovely fabric.
It's lovely fabric.
It is absolutely lovely. And then this is the DMC threads. So you get enough skeins to do that, which is lovely. And then you also get, wait for it,
I hope that didn't scare anybody.
I kind of hope it did. It's a pumpkin. I'm just kidding. It's a pumpkin thread keep, and then scissors and a needle minder and a project card. All of the things you need. You just literally just pick it up and go.
Oh, that needle minder is so cute.
I know.
See? It's that witch sitting in the moon.
Sitting on the moon. It's real cute.
Super cute.
Real cute. Real cute. So, thank you, Diane. Thank you, twins.
Yes.
Go over, get your Twin Peak Primitive Limited
There's
Exclusive
a sale
kit.
that's starting pretty soon.
Oh, is there really?
Yeah, it's
that's
from
cool.
Emily at Eclectic Possessions and Michelle at Cozy Egg.
Okay.
On FlossTube.
Okay.
And Instagram. And they are starting a sale of this.
Okay.
And so...
I will link both of their FlossTubes below.
And their Instas.
Okay. I will link their FlossTubes below.
Because that's just going to be super fun.
Freaking cool. Freaking cool. Okay. Then...
I'm not doing the sale.
No. And then the last piece of mail call that we have to show you is from our sweet friend Judy.
Yes.
Judy is over at BuckleberrieQuilts. She makes incredible project bags.
Yes, she does.
Like, incredible.
Amazing.
So I don't know if you remember, this was literally not that long ago, like less than 3 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, I swear, where we went over to a local quilt shop here in Cincinnati in search of some Charlie Harper fabric.
Right.
I found it.
That?
I found it, and then I showed it on our FlossTube. And I was like, look at this fabric. It's hippos. I love it. And I even got coordinating fabric to have a bag made, and I was like, I don't know who's going to make the bag, whatever. And Judy reached out to me like the next day and said, Stephanie, I want to make you a bag. And I was like, okay. Are you sure? Thank you. And she was like, absolutely, no problem. So she sent me the bag back. She sent me the fabric back, but when I sent it to her, it was just loose fabric, and now it's a bag. It's not just one bag, it's 3 bags. So hold on. So, this very sweet card. Love you, Judy. You're incredible. So, this is the first bag. Look at my little hippo friends. Look at them. And then that pretty blue fabric I picked for the inside. And her Notions bag. Okay, also look at this freaking fob. It's a big old hippo. Oh, isn't she funny? So her Notions bags.
Yeah.
they pop out.
On the bottom.
So you can set them.
Yeah.
And they sit.
Yeah.
And it's incredible.
Mm-hmm.
Mo is sitting on our pile of trash. Okay, and then this is the second bag she made.
It's just perfect.
Look at those hippos. Look at them. Look at the hippos. Look at them. They're so cute. For those of you that don't know, I'm obsessed with Fiona, who is our local hero and at the Cincinnati Zoo. And she's like my spirit animal, for real, for real. And they just got a new hippo at the zoo, and its name is Tucker. Right?
Tucker.
I need to meet Tucker.
Yeah. Once it cools down, we'll get down.
Okay, I'm excited. And then pretty blue fabric on the inside. Another super cute hippo zipper. Oh. And then, that was funny. And then my third bag. Vinyl front. Freaking cute. Look at them. They're so cute. I love it so much. Thank you so much, Jerry. I love it. I don't know what to use. I don't know which one to use first. Oh boy, I'm so excited. I will link Judy's Etsy shop
And
below.
of course, Judy's extra.
Yes,
So-
Judy's extra.
Yeah, she's extra.
I secretly knew about this though.
I didn't know about it.
I know, because it was a secret.
And she couldn't leave well enough alone.
Oh my gosh.
And she made me this lovely bag. Look at that. Look at the colors of that. That's Pam style right there.
That is
Color.
very Pam. That is
Color,
very Pam.
color.
Color.
There's the back. There's the inside.
Love it.
I love it.
Live it, love it, dream it.
Absolutely. And I got a pouch too with a little...
What is that? Oh, what is that?
It's us being punchy because we're
A little. That's cute.
Isn't that the cutest thing? And
It is.
And the inside. And
Ooh, I like that.
Steph's right. It's got the expansion bottom.
Expansion pack.
Expansion pack. So,
Almost back.
Judy, you're too much.
Thank you, Judy. We love you.
You are too kind.
Yes.
And we love it. And
It was so funny because when the package came, and it was packaged so well, and I said, oh, this is from Judy. And so Pam was like, oh, I'm so excited. So we opened it, and then on top said Pam. And so I handed it to Pam, and she went,
yeah, because I knew
what is
about
this
the
for?
hippo bags.
And I was like, just a little something from Judy.
Just a little something, something.
Yep. So
Anyway, thank you.
Yes.
Very, very, very nice. We love you.
yes, so that was all of our mail call.
Right.
Okay.
And we're gonna do haul on Sunday. But before we say toodles, if you will, we do have a few people to thank.
Yes.
And they were very, very generous folks who used the Buy Me a Coffee option, which is available to you. If we made you laugh, if we inspired you, if we enabled you, and you appreciated that, one way you can show us that you did is to
Click on the Buy Me a Coffee link.
click on the Buy Me a Coffee. It's going to go towards framing.
Yeah.
And
Did you get a text from Paula today?
I did get a
So
text
did I.
from Paula.
We
Our
haven't even
latest
talked about
framing is ready already. So that means somewhere in between retreats, we're going to have to go up to
I
Craft
told her
Gallery.
we were going to wait till after her retreat.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
she's having a retreat as well.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, these folks did take advantage of the Buy Me a Coffee option, and we want to thank them. So I will thank the first three. How's
Okay, that sounds like a plan.
So those folks are Chris. Thank you, Chris. Chris with a K. Terry. Thanks, Terry. And Catherine. Thank you, Catherine.
It's Catherine with a K.
It could be either one.
And also, well, nope, it's truly Catherine with a K.
It is.
And then thank you, Karen. That's Karen with a K. And then thank you, Sandy. And that's Sandy with an S. So, thank you.
No, seriously, thank you
Yes,
very,
thank you
very
so
much. And you will, at some point, between retreats and picking up framing and everything, we're going to change out this wall.
Oh, yeah, eventually it won't be summer forever.
It won't be summer forever,
Yeah.
folks.
I got a bunch of stuff we gotta hang.
It's still hot here, so it's hard for us to think about fall.
I can't think fall when I'm sweating in unmentionable places.
So, in terms of plans, of course, like we said, we're going to be on the afternoon session of Friend Stitch on Saturday.
Can't wait. Let us know if you're going to be there.
And after that, we'll be back.
Yeah.
So, we'll see you next week on
There'll be
Sunday.
lots of expo haul on Sunday.
Lots of expo haul.
So get
and all the haul that we didn't show
ready.
you tonight. So
Yes.
be ready, settle in, bring a drink.
What?
We need to eat. Clearly, we need sleep.
Yep.
So we're going to call it, and we'll see you next week.
Yeah.
In the meantime, I'm Pam.
And I'm Stephanie.
And this is
Just Keep Stitching.
Bye.